Hi everybody, it's Marley and Levi again. Well, Levi's over there. So sorry I have not updated in so long. I've had a lot of family stuff going on and just a lot of craziness. First thing I'm meaning to do is a product review of these things called Pawz. They're like shoes, but it says right here, natural rubber waterproof dog boots. These are the mediums. The thing we liked about them was they were pretty cheap. These were $16.99, I think, at Petco. PetSmart does not carry these. And they smell like balloons. Like, legitimately, they're like balloons. And they come with like 5 pair in a pack. And so you can see, I'll pull one out so you can see it. See, it's just like a little, like, it legitimately is like a balloon that goes over their foot. We were suggested these because I had been telling one of my friends about how we could not find anything that he could run in at the dog park to keep his feet from getting torn up. So she suggested these. Sorry, I cannot talk tonight. And so we went and tried them. They did not work for us at all. Now, I mean, I do think in hindsight it's possible, like reading the breeds on the back, that even though all his other stuff, if you get stuff for 3-inch paws, I think these might be a size too small, but regardless, they did not hold up at all. I mean, like, before we even made it to the dog park, his toenail had already punched a hole, and his nails were not sharp. Had already punched a hole in one of them. I accidentally stepped on his foot and ripped half of it off. Like, it just, oh, they were gone within 2 seconds. They were not worth it at all. So, I don't know, maybe for something else, you know. So if anybody wants these, I will sell them to you, like, super cheap, because we don't need them. Anyway, did not work for us. Maybe for something else, like, I don't know, snow or something, I don't know. But they were not durable enough for us, certainly not enough for him to play in. So I was very disappointed in that, and we're still looking for something for him to wear out playing and all that kind of stuff. As far as training goes, hopefully I will have some training videos up soon. My video camera's been dead since I went to a vaulting competition with it, and I just now charged it tonight so I could do this video. But we've been working on cover and search, touch, and we've also been working on, there's a task I want to be able to wake me up for, like, hypersomnia. So there's the first part of that is teaching him to come to me when he hears a specific tone from my phone. So we've been working on that one. And I'll go into more detail about those on when I do the training video. But that's what we've been doing a lot of lately. I've been trying really hard to work with him. He needs, like, in my opinion, he needs a minimum of 2 sessions a day. When I work, I can only do 1 because of the way my hours are weird. But, like, as soon as I get home from work, before I sit down, before I eat dinner, anything, I take him upstairs and we do training. I'm also going to try to go back to our daily walks. I've been bad because I've been tired and I pulled a muscle, and my symptoms have been really high and things like that lately, so that hasn't been good. Let's see, what else have we done? His big issue right now is he's always been a little bit territorial, but now in the car it is just out of control. I mean, like, I'm driving and he is in the backseat barking at people in their vehicles. Like, nose to the glass, bark, 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 bark. And the crazy thing is, like, and we had this happen at the mall. We came into the underground parking lot, or the parking garage, and I'm sitting in the car, you know, I'm turning the car off and all this stuff. Somebody walks by, he goes ballistic barking at them. I get out and walk around. I haven't opened the door or anything yet. He goes ballistic barking again, somebody else. As soon as I unload him from the car, somebody walks by, totally fine. Not a problem, nothing. I talked to our trainer about it, and she suggested using an e-collar on him. I'm still not totally sure how I feel about that. I told her my concerns about it, and so I don't know, we might try that. That's not going to be fun for either one of us, but anywho, he took his first trip to the grooming salon, and let me bathe him, which he did so good for, like, the bath and everything, and even being on the table, except for he did bark at a guy that came in, and he was just like, I mean, he was just a little goofy because he'd never been back in the salon before, and I tried to use blow dryer just, like, on half power just to, like, expose him to it. he was not a fan. So we'll have to work on that one. But I mean, the rest of it, he was fine. We worked in like a freaking monsoon. I swear, it just like pouring down rain. We had to go to the bank. So that was interesting. He was a little bit squirrely that day. But then like after we did, the bath and everything like that, I like had him, you know, do a down, a stay, and a come, and like that stuff through the store to sort of like get him focused and all that kind of stuff. So that was pretty good. I really need to take him on an, sorry, it was Facebook. Talking with some of my service dog friends. I really need to take him on an outing soon, but I'm not exactly sure where to take him because like I mean, he's been to like a bajillion stores, and while like yeah, he still needs to keep going and practicing because eventually he'll be going like everywhere with me. I always like to look for new things to expose him to, because like he doesn't even freaking care. I mean, even Walmart, which stresses me out. I despise Walmart. I had to take him one time. We'd already been out a bunch. It was like the middle of the day, super busy, but I just had to get a couple things. I just had to go. So I took him with me, and I mean, I was like sitting there frantic, being like, I'm trying to hurry, and I was like trying to decide what I wanted, and he just lay down on the floor, completely unperturbed by the whole thing. So for the most part, Walmart really does not faze him. I'm excited to go when we have more of his like cover tasks and all that kind of stuff down, so that he can actually be like a lot of help. I mean, he does help me just by being there already, but so that'll be kind of nice. He's been doing really good with this training, like picking stuff up really quickly, but we've had a couple of bumps. Like the other day, I think it was yesterday, he, not even kidding, like he wanted the treat so bad that he was just going through the motions of, what do I need to do to get this treat? So he was like, sit down, paw your leg. And I was like, if you would just listen to me for a second, I am telling you exactly what I want you to do. He just like wasn't even listening to what I was asking. So then I kind of like stopped, refocused him for a second, and I said, cover. And he was like, oh, I know that one. I'm like, yes you do. So that was pretty good. I'm not going to go into this because it's totally not what this is about, but moved back into my bio parents' house with them, and at first I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, because they were completely pissed about me getting him. They still don't know that he's a service dog in training, because they would open this whole thing up of, oh, why do you need a service dog? And like, I just don't even want to have to go through that right now. So I haven't bit that bullet yet. But regardless, like they, especially my dad, he hated him. But now he actually kind of likes him. He'll take him out and play. And tonight, apparently, while I was still at work, he decided he would take it upon himself to try to teach Levi how to put a biscuit on his nose and then do like this and catch it. Needless to say, that did not go very well. But I thought it was funny that he was, you know, attempting it. And he'll throw the bone for him and stuff in the backyard, and so he's coming around. Which, I mean, it's not really that surprising, because not only do they have labs for like a lot of his life, sorry, that's kind of gross. Anyway, but he really is a dog person. So, and my mom actually gets him out during the day when I'm at work, and so he gets to be out in the house with her, and she finally listened to me. I kept telling her that yes, he's crazy and he's hyper and he's gonna be hyper, but he behaves so much better when he's allowed to be out in the house, rather than when he stays in his kennel and you let him out and he's like a bat out of hell. And so she's finally listened to that, and she keeps him out most of the day. I mean, he goes outside and stuff, but so that's really nice for all of us. I'm super cranky right now because I had to go get dog food today because it was 30% off for Associate Appreciation at PetSmart. And I discovered that Iams, because we use the Iams Prime Naturals, which has no grains or soys or anything like that, and the number one ingredient is chicken. For those of y'all that have really, like, dogs with allergies and stuff like that, like really sensitive skin type stuff, they have a sensitive version of that. Just the same dough with, like, no grains or anything, but it doesn't have chicken either. The main ingredient is ocean fish. So that's another option. But we love it. We've been so happy on it. He has not been gassy. It's just been great. But I discovered that used to the bag I would buy, I'd buy it twice a month, just do the $18 bag. That was like a 13 or a 15 pound, I'm not sure which. That's gone down to 10 pounds now, and now the $27 bag is 18 pounds instead of being like 25. So I am super cranky about that, because dog food's gonna cost me more. He and Cooper, my pet dog, both need their DHPP vaccines, I discovered today. And, what else? Oh, that was the thing I was going to share. Sorry, my brain is just like everywhere right now, and I have a headache forming in the back of my head, so it's just kind of like, bull. Harness. I decided not to go with the Bridgeport because I just kept hearing things about what didn't fit my dog. It rubbed my dog, it made my dog harness shy, it was heavy, you know, all this stuff, and it just made me paranoid. So I started looking around. I didn't go with the one off eBay either because I did not feel comfortable spending that kind of money on something that I just had no idea what the quality was going to be like. And it looked like, too, on the picture that the handle was sitting like up here, which just really would not work. I would love a Boldly Designs one. That would just be fantastic. But they start at $400, and I just don't have that kind of money for that. I really don't. Hoping against hope that I can talk to a tax expert and find out if I'll get money back for him when I file my taxes next year, because that'll make a little bit of an impression on how much I spend on him, if some of that's going to be coming back. So, any of y'all who know anything about that, let me know. The only reason I got to find out is because service dogs for disabilities that aren't physical is just a really new thing. I mean, just like probably the past like decade or so. It's just a really new thing. And so a lot of the laws haven't caught up with that. So I'm pretty sure, like, the thing I read was it had to be a physical disability. So I need to figure out kind of where the law is going in terms of that, and kind of what, you know, the paperwork I would need and all that kind of stuff, since he's owner trained. But so we got to do that. And anyhow, so I did find a girl who hopefully, crossing fingers, is going to make us a custom vest. It's probably going to be about $200, which I'm really not thrilled about, but and it's made out of nylon, which I'm excited about the weight being less, but I'm just like, I would have preferred leather, but you know, you go with what you can. I found a prototype that I sent her, and I'll post a picture of it in this video, but that I sent her that someone else had gotten made. So she seems to think that she'll be able to do one like that. So hoping that she will, and that we can get our mobility harness, because that would be fantastic for us. But of course, with the harness, I've got to get him more ID stuff to put on it, and all that kind of thing. So that's, you know, more money from him, and doing the e-collar and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to be costing me a bloody fortune right now. But I love him, and it's just how it is. It's how we roll, and any service dog handler will tell you they are expensive, but they are worth it. So, my brain is like completely running away with me, and I'm sure there's more updates to do, but I wanted to make this a pretty short video. So, I'm really going to try to break up my videos from now on and kind of do them by subject. So, the next ones to keep a lookout for is, I'm going to do one about PTSD service dogs, and just, a lot of people don't really understand what they are or anything like that, so I'm just going to go through step by step about like the symptoms that I have and what he's going to be trained to do to mitigate that symptom. So that's just kind of an informational thing. And then I'm going to do one on paperwork, like how I stay organized, the things that we carry with us, I have a whole binder for him that has like all his shot records and his training information, all that in it. Just show that, as well as what's in our doggy first aid kit that we keep in the car, and just helpful things like that. So, keep an eye out for more videos. I'm going to try to do one or two more tonight. So, I guess until next time. Bye, guys.